If there's one thing you need to know about Chip and Cern, they unbutton their button-fly jeans. They take out their big dad dicks.
Boom. Flopped right. They're flopped on the table.
Flop the big dad dick right on the table. They put up their Christmas lights first weekend in November.
Cosign. That's true. That's true.
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that this show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I am Chip.
Absurd.
And you are listening to the world famous, that is Puffery, Chip and Cern Show.
Once again, or for the very first time.
Well, as you know, if you've been to Costco in the last month, Christmas season is behind us.
Or any retail store.
Yeah, or any retail store. Target. Target, basically, there's Halloween, and they say just fuck off to anything that happens in November, and they're like, it's Christmas time, motherfuckers.
Turkey Day. Fuck
Day.
you.
Fuck the Pilgrims and their genocide of the Native American Indians.
That's true.
Well, if there's one thing you need to know about Chip and Cern, they unbutton their button-fly jeans. They take out their big dad dicks.
Boom. Flopped right. They're flopped on the table.
Flop the big dad dick right on the table. They put up their Christmas lights first weekend in November.
Cosign. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Now, this is something I started to do.
Much to the haters.
Well,
Plenty of haters.
Taylor Swift told me the haters going to hate.
That's right.
And all you can do is shake it off. Now, I started this, ironically, when I first moved where we are now into a proper house.
That's true.
Because, when we lived in the apartment, we weren't making a particularly large investment into Christmas decorations. We had a little tree that was $40 that we got at fucking CVS or something.
Yeah.
But we have a house. We got enough space. We have gutters. So the upfront investment on the Christmas stuff was probably $500 or $600.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, fuck! If I'm spending $300 on a Christmas tree,
This
shit's gonna be up for 2 months.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put it up December 1st. So I think I put it up the first weekend in November.
That's true. And you have the Christmas llama.
And I have the Christmas llama as well. And then it kind of became like a tradition now on its third year that admittedly I do catch a lot of shit for. And this year was no different.
No different. No, I did join you. No.
But in the group chat, apparently you did send a text, but nobody saw it.
No one did. That's what I was worried because I sent something because you had sent something and you were getting hate.
I said, okay, boys, I'm putting the Christmas stuff on like I do every year. And, I've been catching shit the past couple of years from Joe and Dana. I think, what did Joe say? Like, it should go up Black Friday.
Like everyone else
like
does or whatever the fuck else. So then I sent a text of support and radio silence. So I thought I was just being ignored.
And usually when, I'm sure, usually when Cerny says something that I know is maybe a controversial stance, I will support it as he does to me.
Yeah. And usually
bromance.
Usually the supporter gets ignored. So I just thought, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
I got ignored. And then we were Marco Poloing.
Yeah.
And you said, I like how you got fried. I was like, wait a minute. I sent the text.
Yeah, I was like, Cerny, you just let me get skewered on there. Or because he said, I put my Christmas stuff up too. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
You just let me burn in the group chat
I was
while you were doing it all yourself. And you're like, no, I sent you something. And then, he sent me some evidence. So
it's like, wait, I sent it, but I guess no one got it because, and I just, usually we, like we said, like when one says something and like you either Chip or Cern say something and the other Chip or Cern either support. Usually just it gets ignored.
Right,
so I was like,
Joe
all right.
just don't have time
so
for that
it's
shit.
normal behavior. So when I said something, I was like, all right.
You just thought it was okay.
Ignoring my support.
Now, I like I think you're kind of doing every year you'll get one or two new pieces.
Yes.
And you have quite a nice collection out there now.
I'm usually waiting. Like I usually go to Home Depot and just wait.
Do you wait for after the Christmas is over and you get something at 50% off, or
yeah, or like a lot of times. Actually, like there's like a big star, like the big snowflake. Sorry, in the middle of the. I actually got that a few years ago. Like 3 days before Christmas. It was like because they
already
was, like,
marked down.
They hacked the shit out of it. I was like, oh, perfect. It was like 75% off. I was like, load it up.
Perfect. And I need to start doing that because we have the Christmas llama, Dolly, and some like little gifts, but nothing else. And we have some lights around. Luckily I got my lights up with no controversy, no anything.
This is actually the first year that's happened to me too, where you plug it in, and usually I usually wait for half the fucking strand to be out, but I was like, plug it in, I was like, oh sweet.
Now my Christmas tree has a layer missing.
Oh no.
And you know how when they send the Christmas tree, they like on the cord they attach 4 or 5 extra spare bulbs.
Okay.
But of course I just threw that right out. So I said, oh shit, I need to go to Target to get some spare bulbs. Like I'm sure they sell them there.
Yeah.
But I did try to take some out from a working area to put it in there, but it didn't fix it. So I was a little bit skeptical. And I went to Target and they had just the bulbs only, not the the little green plastic piece.
Yes.
So you just had just the bulbs, but we only have the white, and it was like red, blue, and whatever.
Okay. Yes.
And they didn't have the clear. So I mean, I don't want to go home empty-handed. So they had just been setting up their display. We had all the Christmas trees. They had about 10 Christmas trees up on like the tables. You know how they do it up there. And I looked around, and there's no one really around. And I found our exact Virginia pine.
Oh.
7.5 foot Virginia pine.
Okay.
And you know what? Sure enough, the little bulb package was still attached to the cord. Took a look left, took a little look right, ripped that off, put it right in my pocket, pieced out.
There we go.
Got myself some spare bulbs.
Did it fix it?
On the house. No. So I don't know. I'm a little bit. I replaced it's all lit, and then the first dark bulb I replaced. Is that how it goes?
On the new strands, I don't know.
And I don't know. Like I switched them out, like I swapped them, and the bulb that was the first one dark worked. It lit up in other ones. So then I was like, "Oh fuck! Like, is it a cable?"
Yeah, maybe the cord. Because like the old way was like the first run.
That was a problematic one, right?
Yeah, and then it actually would like dark the rest of it the way down.
And that's how like the one the lights that you put out on your house. I feel like that's how those usually are.
Yeah, I don't know though.
But I don't fucking
because
know.
I had like the
LED
LED spool on my tree, and I like wrap it around.
Oh, so you just bought a tree without pre-lit?
Yeah, exactly. Because
That's
we had one that was like pre-lit, but it was all fucked up, like just like you do. So
right, because now what do? I have to buy a whole new fucking tree?
Like for me,
or you just buy new lights?
We bought a tree with no lights, like the fake tree. You know,
yeah.
Like I did the lights and just wrapped it.
That's probably what I'm going to start doing.
And you can like set do you want a blinking? Do you want not blinking?
Right.
You can set the pattern.
And you could buy, if you want to get new lights every year and have that, like the tree's fucking expensive. Especially if you get a nice one, they're a couple $100.
Yeah. I think I bought mine for
unless you
$100 and it was like
regular $400 or $500 probably. Right?
Yeah, and it was like after Christmas and Target was dumping them.
Maybe that's what we'll do this year. Because I don't know what to do about that. Unless I buy more lights and just double up.
And you do the fake tree, right?
Yeah. I don't. Why you gotta fucking kill trees like that? I don't know.
Exactly. I mean, we used to do like the whole real tree, but for
how much are
kill the environment, and they're like $70.
So you're
B.
You gotta water that
drops.
shit?
Yeah, you gotta water it. It drops
vacuum
needles.
clean? Oh,
It is the fucking worst. and you have to go out and like find one or whatnot. This one like it's perfectly shaped. You pack it in your fucking like we have a shed. We just pack it up and then like we pull it out. You know, we can pull it out whenever we want. And so this is my brother.
And the other ones you can't like. You're not getting 2 months out of a real tree.
No,
they don't start selling them until December. I feel.
Fuck
right?
no. And my brother's always like, but it doesn't smell like a real tree. And just get the fucking pine scent.
Get the
the little sticks.
Fucking AMP. Yeah. What do you want to come down? Get a fucking diffuser and buy some of the oil off.
Take
Amazon.
a cab and fucking rip it off his fucking his dash, fucker.
the green pine tree, redwood tree. Yeah. That's pretty funny. My wife actually, speaking of the scent, she got a new one in her room. I'm like, it smells fucking good in there. What is it? She goes, it's thin mint.
Oh,
like
the thin mint.
It smells like a mint, little like mint chocolatey cookie.
Make me hungry.
Yeah. It's like, damn, it smells fucking good in here. So we do the lights. Are you going to start doing the lights earlier? When do you normally put the lights up, Cerny?
So usually we do it like Black Friday, like Joe says.
Okay, yeah.
But so here's my problem with it. It's always
hella fucking cold or rainy.
Hella cold and rainy. And unlike Joe, I have a 2-story. So I'm on like he's on a ladder, but not like I'm on the top of my ladder, like trying to get to the peak.
Yeah.
So when it's rainy, it's like it's dicey. It's dicey
now,
when you sit out there.
Tell me how many times a year do you think about your life insurance policy you have on yourself?
Oh, every year, right around December, November.
Now I am up in my attic on a fucking pull down ladder with this like triple fold out ladder, pulling a 20-pound Christmas tree down, and I'm like, oh yeah, well I think I have a 1.5 or 2 million. Yeah. Like at least my wife and my kid will be like, as I'm finagling this thing down, I'm like, that's the only time I think about life insurance is when I'm on the ladder. Like, let me just hang this one light, stretching like.
I'm always stretching like. And then I was like, so in my mind, it's like, God, I have like like whatever, so much work to do. I'm like, God, if I fall right now, that would be a sweet release.
Now,
hope I slip.
Do you think a gutter could support you? Or all I can think is just grabbing the gutter and it falls off and you're slicing your hand up.
Oh yeah,
like cutting your hand as you.
Or you pull it down and like
it just would rip straight off.
Yeah,
but at least it would kind of break your fall. Yeah. I'd rather.
It would slow me down for a second.
You'd still fucking hurt. You'd be in all sorts of...
yeah. There was a guy at work.
There's got to be like 20 ladder deaths a year during
There's a guy at work that was doing that.
Broke his back or some shit?
No, like he fell off the ladder. Fucking... Okay, so this is going to be painful. He landed on his feet and it like...
Wait, he was at work and he fell off the ladder?
Like he was hanging Christmas lights. And he fell off.
Okay.
And he landed on his feet, but it fucking like splintered both of his fucking shins. And then he fell and hit the ground and his lower jaw went through his upper jaw. It was
what kind of ladder? The 100-foot ladder? What's going on?
He was
here?
a big boy too, I don't know.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like he fucking
was he like he must have been like in a wheelchair for a while.
Well, he didn't see him for a while and I was like, what the hell is this guy? And he's then like
oh no.
Someone told me, I was like, oh, okay. Okay, sorry.
Oof, ouch.
I accused him of being lazy, and then I felt bad.
Yeah.
Momentarily, but then I still stand that he was lazy.
Now, when do you take the lights down? New Year's weekend?
Yeah, that's New Year's weekend, because we have an HOA here.
Oh.
So
is there a rule?
Yeah, sometimes it's like the 10th
second weekend
or
in
something.
January?
Yeah,
okay.
Something like that. Now, the HOA and we don't get along.
Hold on. Certainly, I'm not totally surprised by this.
So, the most recent battle.
Go on.
And if you're listening,
I've never heard any of these.
If you're listening to this.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. So we have a sprinkler box.
Like, they're fighting you over a fucking sprinkler box?
No, it gets better. So they replaced it because the old one was getting old, I guess. So they replaced it.
Wait, the HOA replaces it?
Oh, the HOA replaced it, and they fucking billed me $175. It said you
to
can't
rewire a box that you probably could have done in an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And they said you can't do it, whatever it was. And then,
Why can't you do it?
oh, this gets better. I don't
Okay.
know. Because they said I was going to go cheap or whatever it was. They locked it. So then I cannot control.
Wait, you own your home though.
Yes. And I cannot control my own
Water.
sprinklers in the front. Yes.
What the fuck?
And they said we control it. But they're so
Wait,
we're
are you
we're,
paying the
we're-
fucking water bill? Or?
that's that's what I said. You paying my fucking bill? So then we are in
They don't want people with dead lawns.
November exactly, but they're watering it every other day for like 7 minutes a day. Now the sun doesn't even in the summertime doesn't touch the front of my yard.
I've never seen your yard and thought that it looked bad.
Exactly. So Twyla, I'm calling your name out. Square up. Yeah, that was me who took the screwdriver and broke the fucking thing open. Yes, I did. I broke it open.
Certainly, they could listen to this.
The fat chance.
Wait,
I
they-
jammed the
they put a
screwdriver into the
lock
box
on-
and I fucking snapped it open. Yes.
So did they come around in the winter and like dial everyone's shit down or what?
Yeah, they're supposed to, but every day when I go to work, every other day when I go to work, it is a fucking marsh pit. It's like I can see the water, like
Standing.
Yes, yeah.
A similar situation. I rent, and my landlord came over for like the 2 times they come out a year for no fucking reason. Like we're the most chill tenants,
Yes.
and he goes, "Oh, the lawn's looking dead." I'm like, "Well, yeah, it's 100 degrees. Like,
Yeah.
look," and I like look, everyone's lawn's like dying.
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, hold on, you need to do your sprinklers," and I was like, "Well, you're not paying the water bill." Goes and changes it from whatever it was, and I said, they pay for the gardener, and I said, whatever the gardener set it up,
There you go.
whatever they did last time, I haven't touched it. So if they did 5 minutes a day, I haven't touched it. So he goes in, he changes it, he jacks it up. He left. I'm like, fuck you. Like,
Ugh.
I turned that shit all back down. He's like, oh, went from 10 minutes to 15 a day. I'm like, no. Every other
No.
day, maybe a couple,
Yeah.
maybe a couple minutes.
So we have a bunch of trees, so the sun doesn't really touch our.
Yeah.
So basically, they locked it, and I asked the neighbor about it. They said, "Oh yeah, I called in, and I called in." They said, "Well, because it's the front yard, we control it." And I said, "Are you paying it?" And they said, "No, but we will tell you what to do." And I said, "Okay, fuck that." So I took a screwdriver and jammed it into the fucking
And just
key and I
snapped it,
snapped
yeah.
it open and just pried it open and changed it to what I wanted, and then made sure they could never change it again. So
That seems weird. I mean, I could see them. That seems like a lot of work for them.
yeah,
Instead of just saying like you can't have a dead yard and then
that's fine.
give
I mean,
you a
and that would be
$100
fine.
fine if that was the rule. But like,
So they give me, they tell me what I can and can't do a lot. So like, one time they told me they could see my ladder that was on the other side of my fence. It was peeking over the top of the fence.
who's doing this? We
I
have
don't
a
know.
fucking
Somebody walks the neighborhood sometimes.
someone's walking a beat.
Yep.
Looking
and
for
they take
infraction?
pictures and they yep. Oh
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you get emailed?
No, I get a letter in the mail. It says, "Move it or you get fined $50." And so then
What the
it'd be something else. It'd be like, kids leave toys out, $50.
Holy shit!
So like, so the neighbor, the guy over here. So he was making, I think it was like,
I can't believe this.
oh yeah. So he was out there. He was making, what's that? Classic like a Mexican like stew.
Hominy,
No. It's like
tortilla soup.
no. I want to say like menudo. He's making menudo.
Okay.
Like
He's
so
got
he
a
has
big
like,
old thing.
big old vat of basically like
Okay.
he had like a whole thing. Like he has the whole thing set up. And they were like walking the bee, I guess.
Do you have a problem with, as a neighbor?
No, I don't give a shit what
You
he's
got
doing.
no fucking problem.
No. He's
Okay.
always cooking some. I mean, I have a problem because it smells so delicious sometimes. I'm like, oh, I want some of that. Like he had like a big barbecue, you know.
Oh,
like,
damn.
Yeah. One time he apologized because he had like a bunch of smoke in my yard. I was like fishing stuff out. He's like, yeah, he peeked over the fence. He's like, hey, I'm really sorry about the smoke. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
He's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. I mean, you're a Niner fan, so you should be apologizing for that. But no. So
Undefeated.
then So like they had a whole thing going, and he came over and he was like, he knocked on the door. He was like, John. I was like, yes. He's like, I got this letter in the mail from HOA. I'm just like, I was like, all right, okay.
You're like, here's my briefcase.
Yeah, no. He's like, so he tells me because he had like a whole table set up, he couldn't park his car in there, and they tried to say that he didn't have a garage eligible to park his car, so that was a violation of code. Blah 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 blah
What
blah
the
blah.
fuck?
Oh yeah, and he's like,
Now, did they give you a couple days? They're like,
I don't know, because he said, what do I do with this? And I said, okay,
I
listen.
throw in the fucking trash.
I said, I got a fucking library of these goddamn things.
Yeah.
I have a stack. I mean, they've given me a plenty of them. He's like, what do you do with them? I was like, okay, you're a church going guy,
Oh, okay.
so I don't want to tell you. He's like, well, I mean, do you like address them? I was like, realistically, I wipe my ass with them,
Yeah.
and I just fucking throw them in the trash, dude. I'm being serious. I don't give a shit. I said, for them to give you the fine that they're talking about, he's like,
Yeah.
I was like, it has to go to a vote on the whole committee. He's
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah. And I said, and they vote every month at the club down the street. And he's like, yeah. I was like, if my shit ever came up to a vote, I
You
would
would
be
just walk
front
down
and
the-
fucking
yeah.
center telling me why.
Yeah.
I said, I bet you we'll see how brave they are then. He's like,
Jesus.
I said, but do it. I don't want to give you.
Yeah,
the-
you do
know,
it, yeah.
I'm willing to accept my fate when I'm going to challenge you. I don't know. I want to give you wrong advice. Like,
Now, that time when you had the party here and you had the slipping the big water thing in front,
yeah.
or the bounce house, do you have to like get a permit for that, or?
I don't know. I never did, but
But did you get in trouble for that? Like, did they send you a note? Like,
no.
hey,
It's just like one of those like.
it just as
If
randomly
you
happens.
randomly they walk around and if they bust you, then they get you. Other than that, then no.
Dude, I'd be out of my mind.
It's the worst when when you get busted. It's like when I see a letter from them from
Just
the mail,
some
I'm like,
fucking knick-knack bullshit.
It's just stupid shit. It's like, okay,
Well, that's pretty lame.
yeah. And then like one time they
I'm
were
surprised they haven't said anything about your lights being up. Could you imagine if they
like,
did?
that's part of the reason why they're up too. Let's find it.
You're trying to spite them?
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I want to battle.
Because Joe did say, if you're keeping them up, you're putting them up in November, just keep them up all the whole year. I'm like, well, that's redneck
That's
shit.
redneck shit.
That's
yeah.
redneck.
We don't do that.
I'm not redneck.
We do last 2 years. That's fine.
Yeah.
Last 2 months. That's fine.
That's a good, 1/6 of the year. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine with
Yeah,
that.
we're not going full year. We're not going 100%.
Now, your inside set up as well, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a little behind on that. We set the tree up, but I had the situation with the lights being out. So,
That's right.
what do you think I should do? Should I just get go to Target and just get a new strand?
Yeah,
and
just straighten
it up again?
over top of it. Yeah.
and then not plug the lights in, or just have double lights?
I would just double.
Yeah, why not?
That's what I would do.
Okay, sounds good.
I think we used to have one that did that, like a tree that had like and one of them went out, and I just did double for
Yeah.
the ones that it worked out for.
Maybe we'll do that. That sounds like a good idea. And then I need to get it. I like do you have a hippo, or you have like a whale or narwhal or something?
A shark. There's
You
a
have
frog.
a frog,
There's
a sloth.
there's
A Christmas sloth.
Yes. Now the frog. This is its first appearance. We got it
Last
like when it cleared out, like at the end of the year.
Clarence, yeah.
And I didn't know. Like I pulled it. I was pulling out. I was like, "The fuck did we get
Where do
this?"
you keep all this stuff?
In the shed out in the back.
Oh, okay.
I was like pulling them out. I was like, "Did we have this up last year?" They're like, "What the fuck did we get this?" Like, so then I showed it to my wife. She's like, "When the hell did we get that?" I was like, "I don't know." I was gonna ask
Oh,
you.
she didn't know either.
No one knew.
It just came in.
Yeah, I think Jeffrey knew. He was like, "We got that at the end of the year," and I was like,
Oh,
I was like, "We did." He's like, "Yeah, I remember." I was like, "No, I don't
no,
remember.
I wouldn't be
No,
asking.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't-
okay.
This wouldn't be a question if I remembered."
Nice and okay. Yeah, we have a little bit more to do inside, but other than that, we're good.
You're set.
I don't think we could fit any taller of a tree. Like when we put the star in our tree, it's like I stick it in the roof. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
star is
Yeah.
it's tight. It's tight up there.
I just had to readjust my star, so I put the star in there, and it was like drooping all the way.
Oh, a little flaccid.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
It was like
Need some Viagra or
Cialis
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moral of the story, everybody, is November 1st.
Put your shit up.
If you want to, be you. That's all right.
Now, do you start playing the Christmas music, and is your wife doing that, or throughout the house, or how's
we haven't played any Christmas music yet.
Okay. That? I will hold off until at least December 1st.
Yeah.
It is
Kind of tough.
You can only take a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of tough
to
swallow sometimes. Like, ugh.
Like I turned my radio, the satellite radio. I turned to the Christmas channel and I like listened to like a couple songs and I'm like, okay, that got what I needed, but I couldn't do, a week before Christmas. I'll have it on all the time, and it's like, yeah, the Christmas is like it's a tough bender to go on. It's a good way to put it, Tony. Any other tips or advice we wish? I would say if you have an issue or you agree with Chip and Cern on first weekend in November to put your Christmas stuff on, where would they send those comments to?
You can either email us at chipandcernshow@gmail.com, or you can find us on social media. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Just Chip and Cern Show. Mm-hmm. Send us what you think.
Wait, are we on TikTok yet?
Not yet.
Should we get on? What is it?
It's almost like Musical.ly. Remember, like people like make some stupid.
Is it like a Vine?
Yes, kind of like that. Yeah, kind of like that.
But it has to do with songs or something, or is it videos? Or people trying to be funny?
Like little snippets, kind of thing. Like
okay.
you would do and you could like
do like a skit or something.
Yes, sort of like that. Yeah.
Do you have it downloaded on your phone?
No, I don't, because it was kind of.
Do your kids use it?
Yeah, they use it where they're like making shit and like, what the fuck.
Have you seen them? Are they trying to be funny, or is it just?
Yeah, some are kind of funny. It's
okay.
Like, I don't know if they're trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I got a roar when I was watching them. But
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we'll. I feel like it's the age is like 13 to 15 or 17. Like,
it's a window of like teens.
There's not 30-year-olds on TikTok. I don't think.
Unless you're trying to perv.
Yeah. Yeah, except the perv.
Chris Hansen will join. Will join you.
I see you've downloaded TikTok 72 times. So they send all that stuff, Chip and Cern Show, wherever
you want. Chip and Cern Show.
Now, if your partner or something is a Chip and Cern Show fan and you want to buy them some merch for the winter holiday,
you can either go to chipandcernshow.com/shop or Teespring.
Oh, yeah.
Chip and Cern Show is on Teespring. So if you want to find some merch on Teespring, just search Chip and Cern Show and we'll be right there.
Amen. And happy Festivus for the rest of us.
There you go.
Until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.